Hey everyone, this is Alex or PolymomoTea, and today I have a video showing you how to make these cute little bubble tea bear heads. They kind of look like mice, but anyways, let's just get started. So first we're going to make the Tapioca Pearls. So Tapioca Pearls are usually the little circular spheres of black or multicolored that you see in your bubble tea. So we're just going to roll out a little bit of black pearls out of black clay. Next, I'm going to make some colorful rainbow pearls. So I'm taking some Primo translucent clay and I'm cutting into 4 little blocks. And in those 4 blocks, I'm adding some colors, so yellow, green, purple, and pink. And I'm gonna mix it all together. And once that's mixed, we're gonna make little pearls out of them, just like we did with the black ones. Next, we're gonna make the straws. So I'm taking some of that same Primo translucent clay and rolling into a thin snake, and I'm cutting it up. So the mold I'm using is a sphere mold, which I believe I came in a Sophia Toffee box, but I'm not really sure. So I'm filling it with UV resin about maybe 1/4 of the way, and I'm just rotating my little mold so the resin kind of gets everywhere. And then I'm using my UV light so it cures into a dome shape. And that's just so it can have like a nice effect. Now for the creative part, we're gonna make the tea mixture. So I decided to add some opaque purple pigment because I decided to make taro tea, and that's actually one of the few teas that I do drink if I do get bubble tea. And I'm filling it in the mold about halfway. And I'm adding some of that black tapioca pearls that we made out of clay. Next, I'm using a toothpick just to kind of push in the pearls to the bottom of the mold, and I'm filling it with some more purple resin. And finally, I'm going to add the little straw into my resin mixture before I cure it. And once the straw is added, I'm going to give it a nice cure. And I'm filling the mold with clear resin just to fill it up. And once cured, I'm taking it out of the mold, and it looks like this so far. I added a little bit of UV resin on top just to make it more spherical because it kind of had like a little dip in it once it cured. But then once I filled it up, it's now more circular. So next we're going to go with the other tea combination. So I added some opaque green to it to make some green tea. And for the rest of the steps, I just repeated the same thing I did with the taro tea. Now for this one, every time I go to a bubble tea place, there's usually like a mango, passion fruit kind of mixture flavor drink. So I added some translucent yellow with some translucent red to make it a nice orange color because I wanted that mango passion fruit kind of color to it. And I filled up the mold, and this time instead of using black pearls, I used some of that translucent rainbow pearls that we made earlier. And I added a bunch of that into my sphere mold, and repeating the same steps for the other ones. Now for the ears, first we made a template, so I flattened out a ball of clay and I cut a little corner off so it's flat. And using that, I made a silicone mold out of it. And next, I filled it up with some UV resin and let that cure. And once cured, I took it out of the mold, and here we have two little clear ears. I added some super glue onto the ears, and I pasted it onto the sides of my bubble tea sphere. And finally we're going to add the face, so I'm just smearing on a thin layer of UV resin onto my sphere, just so it can act as a glue as I add in my dot eyes and line smile. And using a UV light, I'm going to cure that face on so it just sticks onto the bubble tea head. Then I'm going to use my UV resin again just to paint on a final layer of glaze. And once cured, we should have our little bubble tea head that looks like this. And it really does look like a Mickey Mouse kind of bubble tea thing. Maybe I should make a Mickey Mouse themed one. And here's my green tea one. The bubbles didn't fall to the bottom as well as the tapioca in the taro tea one did, but you know, it's all about experimenting. And then here I have my little mango passion fruit with rainbow bubbles, and I love this one a lot. Anyways, here are my little tea bear heads, tea mouse heads, and I hope you guys enjoy this video. Let me know in the comment section below what kind of bubble tea flavor you like the best. Thank you!